Your next bout, which will be in the heavyweight division, brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Baril. Please welcome to the cage at this time, fighting out of the red corner, Dustin Price.
So, bout number 2 here tonight, presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Baril, a heavyweight bout at 265. Dustin Price against Daniel Laney. Dustin Price will be the first on his way out, as Cody Gwynn, our ring announcer, just introduced Dustin. Dustin at 0-4, 225 pounds is what he came in at out of JCMAA out of Johnson City. What do you know about Dustin Price?
You know, I've met Dustin a couple times. I don't really know a whole lot about the kid. He's, both these guys are both looking for their first victory here tonight. So, hopefully they will come out and put on a show and leave it all for the fans, man, and hopefully one of them come out with that big victory.
Dustin Price lost to Tim Helton at Apex Fights 5 right here in the Dickie Warren Dome in Blountville. And Price, prior to that, lost to Jared Philbeck as part of the Ninja Fighting Challenge, and then lost to Justin Reed prior to that. His last bout went 247 in the first round. The Philbeck bout only went 7 seconds.
And those fights that he's taken, I can almost vouch for every one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those guys around. I've trained with some of those guys. Those guys are tough, man. Philbeck is a wrecking machine. And very skilled fighter, and then also the Justin Reed.
Yeah,
he's a good grappler. He's a good fighter, and you can't discredit Dustin here based on his losses, because those guys are all definitely good fighters. And like I said, man, hopefully one of these guys will come out tonight and shine, and hopefully take home a victory, man, and get that first W behind them.
And there you see Dustin Price getting ready to enter the cage. Price will weigh 225. Daniel Laney's coming in, weighed in at 30 pounds heavier than him at 255. In the heavyweights, what kind of a difference is that?
Man, honestly, in the heavyweight division, that makes a lot. And you see it more so in the bigger divisions like the UFC and things like that, where I really, truly believe that there needs to be an extra division between 205 pounds to 225 pounds.
Yep.
Because you got guys in there that are 240 pounds cutting to 205, but then you got some guys that are walking around about 225 and fighting at heavyweight. I really thought there should be another division in that.
Yeah. Back to the cage.
Now please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Laney.
Yeah, it's an interesting discussion. I agree with you. I mean, if you're cutting that kind of weight, you really should be with guys that are a little bit closer to you in weight. And there are enough of those guys to be able to split that up, right?
There really is, man. I mean, if you take a look at some of the old veteran fighters like Tito Ortiz and those guys, Tito Ortiz cutting down from 230. He was a big light heavyweight at the time. But now you got guys that are cutting down from like 250, 265 to 205, and they're monsters. They're wrecking machines. And it's just hard to really – the way the fighting generations have progressed, you see a lot of bigger weight cuts now. And for me, in instance, I went to the Ultimate Fighter tryouts a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 years ago I tried out, and the weight classes, I was a bigger lightweight at the time for that weight class in general. I go up there this time, and these kids are cutting down from 195, almost 200 pounds, some of them, and I'm still the same weight I was 5 years ago. And it's just a big difference in how people are cutting weight these days. And that's just my take on it. I think as the sport progresses, you're going to see bigger, smarter weight cuts, and guys are going to be bigger coming into fights.
Well, I do want to come back to that experience for you when we get an opportunity a little bit later on. Daniel Laney is making his way into the cage right now. Laney is 0-1, weighed in at 255. You see him there. He fought at Apex Fights 5 right here at the Dickie Warren Dome in Blountville and lost in the first round in 18 seconds to Caleb Arnold via referee stoppage on strike. So this is our first amateur bout of the night. It's presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Baril. Bout number 2 of 19 we've got in store for you here at Apex Fights 6.
And both these guys have hunger in their eyes, man. Like I said, I think both of them are looking for that first victory. They're wanting to, let everybody know that they're here to fight and they're here to stay. hopefully we'll see a good, entertaining fight.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot of those tonight.
Absolutely.
And with Valor fights, the way they've been, the matchmaking, the way they've done it, every single time you get exciting fights. Into the cage, here's Cody Gwynn with our official introductions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout will be in the heavyweight division, brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. Your referee when the action begins is Josh Ward. He's running first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he brings the record of 0 wins with 4 defeats. He weighed in 225 pounds, fighting out of JCMA in Johnson City, Tennessee, Dustin Price. Standing across cage tonight, fighting out of the blue corner. He brings in a record of 0 wins with 1 defeat. He weighed in 255 pounds, fighting out of Greenville, Tennessee, Daniel Laney.
So it's Dustin Price who is in the black and white trunks against Daniel Laney in the white, black, and red trunks, and we are underway, and Laney sticks the first 2 punches and with the takedown as well.
Good scramble here. You got Dustin looking to try to I don't know what he's going for. I don't know if he's trying to get the takedown, but he stood back up. We got Laney here. It looks like he's tacking an over-under position, maybe a Darce choke. Now he's just kind of working head control and cage pressure. Dustin comes out.
And you see Laney trying to move to his left, and now they separate. Price backing out.
Wild punches, man. Oh, that was a hard one.
Yeah, second one connected with the right.
Dustin don't want to sit in there and take too many of those.
Price does not have his balance right now.
Now Laney looks way more composed right now.
Not much has connected from Price to this point. He's contacted a lot of air. He's blocked a lot of some shots as well.
He's got his back taken. He needs to be careful here. He's holding on to the cage.
Yep. You caught that as well. I don't know if our referee did. But
I'm a stickler for that, man. I hate when people grab the cage.
It can be an advantage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
Especially when you're in trouble and you're trying to hang in or advance your position.
Yep.
Laney, deep breaths now, mouth open with the
They're both breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice body shot.
Laney has controlled this so far as we're just over halfway through.
The one thing I see Laney doing right now, and above all that, I mean, his striking technique isn't great. He's throwing his hands from his hips. But the one thing he is doing, he's cutting angles. Mm-hmm. And that's something you don't see a lot of heavier guys do. I mean, he's cutting angles, making Dustin miss his straightforward pressure every time.
Dustin came straight ahead to him, and Laney stuck that jab and that uppercut there. Under a minute left in round number 1, 3 3-minute rounds in this heavyweight bout. Price has not had much offense so far here in this first round. Another nice jab by Laney. Sticks another one.
If I was Dustin right here, I would slip underneath one of those jabs and maybe shoot in for a takedown. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that's what Dustin's looking for. I think he's just trying to stand and bang with this kid.
Oh! And that's the end of the fight. Price came charging in on Laney, and a right connected, and then he found the home when he was down again, and Daniel Laney in the final seconds of the first round gets a knockout win. Goodness. What a shot by Laney, but Price was kind of wild when he was coming forward.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was exposing himself. He wasn't, he wasn't setting anything up right. He's keeping his chin up in the air, which is ultimately what got him caught.
Great win for Daniel Laney, who doesn't need to go past the first round, and he's excited as he's picked up his first win of his MMA career. In this amateur bout, he defeats Dustin Price here in bout number 2. All right, let's go to the cage for the official decision. Here is Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Ward has called a stop to this fight. 2 minutes and 29 seconds into the first round. Your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, Daniel Laney.
Dustin Price gave up a lot of weight there, and both these guys could, maybe possibly cut a little bit of weight and get down to a lower weight class and, possibly shine in a lower weight.
So the win goes to Daniel Laney, who picks up his first win of his career. So congratulations to Daniel Laney, who's walking out of the cage right now. All right, our bout number 4, bout number 3 was canceled. So just for organizational sake, we'll skip to bout number 4, and it's Blake Mays against Logan Vitito.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue